Hi, I'm Joe Noga from the Northeast Ohio Media Group, and I'm here with Coach Nick Ciulli in North Royalton, and we're going to jump in the car. You're going to come along for the ride. Just so everybody knows, we're not texting and driving. This is a continuous video mount and completely safe. If you've watched comedians in cars getting coffee, this is the same concept. We're just having a good time and talking. Who were some of the great players that you remember seeing and playing against?
Yeah, I saw Robert Smith in his first high school football game return a punt for a touchdown. They used to play on Channel 25, the Friday night game, and I don't know who he was playing, but he returned. I may be wrong. Maybe it wasn't his first game, but he was definitely a freshman playing for Euclid and returned a punt for a touchdown in a game. I saw it and I said, this kid's pretty good. You know what I mean? And he was one I saw coming up.
But I know one of your diversions is you like to golf too, right?
Yeah, not very well. I definitely get my money's worth on a golf course there, Joe. I have plenty of shots. Let me tell you that right now.
You played in the Padua golf outing recently, right?
Yeah, the Padua football one, where that one's a good one, going back with some all former players that I played with and guys from years before. It's really a good time. We had a ball.
Yeah, now we're crossing into Brecksville. I think we've gone a little too far.
Yeah,
I'm starting to get a little nervous here. We're going to get up to 77, maybe turn around, head back.
When I got to Royalton, my first years, we didn't play Brecksville. And there was a little bit of a rift between the two schools, and there's always been a rift. It's a great rivalry,
right?
But because you share a city, that Broadview Heights, you share it. You share kids and from the same city. But as far as I said, we got to get this game back on the schedule. I mean, it's too. I mean, when I coached at Forge, Parma Forge game was unbelievable, and our rivalry with Normandy was big too. But I just missed that. I said, listen, we got to put Brecksville on the schedule. And play them. I mean, this should be an automatic in every sport, period. And what's sad about all the leagues switching around is you lose these rivalries, And I just remember saying this a lot when I was just being a head coach. I go, week 10, everything changes. Anything can happen, because that's when everybody played it. Everybody in the rivalry game, and it didn't matter what your record was, and all this kind of stuff. So,
what's a TV show that you don't miss? What can't you?
Deadliest Catch.
Deadliest Catch. So you do like the reality stuff?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, that one I do because those guys are completely crazy. Those are my kind of guys. It is the deadliest job in the world, and again, we never miss it. I think I actually have been watching it for 10 years.
Wow. Who makes you laugh? Either on TV or just coaches or friends or whatever, but who makes you laugh?
I have a 10-year-old playing right now, and playing football, and those little guys. When I leave my practice, they practice from 6 to 8. I enjoy that like you wouldn't believe. Those kids are hilarious. Their pads are on wrong. Their mouthpiece, they lose their mouthpiece. You know what I mean? They're always adjusting their cup. You know what I mean? It is so. It is so fun and so enjoyable. It's so great to me because, 1 minute they're like, and then they're complaining about running too much. This was last night. They're complaining about running too much, but then at the end of practice, when they just get to throw the ball, they're running 100 yards up and down with no injury, and we're laughing. I'm like, little kids, they're great. The game is so pure. Then,
what musical group or act or whatever would you pay money to go see?
Oh, that's a great question. Back in the day, it would have, if Axl Rose was back on Guns N' Roses, that would be mine. That was mine. Yeah. That was mine. I'd love to see Ozzy. When he can remember the words and you know what I mean? In his heyday.
Like good Ozzy, yeah.
Good Ozzy, good Aerosmith, those 80s hair bands, man,
nice.
are my now you're getting in a bad place. Now you're getting in a bad place here. This is the old pit down here for Brecksville here, and this is not a
coach's skin starting to crawl. It's all right. We're okay though. We're gonna get right back out here.
You do know that Jason Black is a North Royalton grad. Jason Black won Coach of the Year for something, and so did Josh Wells over at Brush.
Right.
Both of them are North Royalton grads, and both of them I tried to get on my staff. They couldn't get teaching jobs at Royalton.
Right.
And they went to Brush, and now they're both head coaches, and they're both successful. And again, I wanted both of them. And when you do this job, and you know how hard it is, and you see good people, that I don't ever worry about that. Last year we lost to Brecksville. they had a great season, we were cheering for them in the playoffs. We wanted that, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not like that. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice, healthy, fun rivalry, but it's not a pure hatred. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, when we went to the playoffs the year before, Tommy, the oldest Tupa, he was at the game. I mean, you know what I mean? He was at a playoff game against Willoughby. They drove out to Willoughby to see us. So that's what's great about the rivalry. I mean, the kids are, you know, they get after it. And trust me, it's a good one. But it makes you look better if that team goes on. You know what I mean? It really does.
Yeah. Coach, thanks again for you're the test subject. This is the first round of this. I think it went pretty well. Look for more coaches in cars. We're going to do this with as many coaches who want to come on and talk to us and you know, let us in on a little bit of their lives. And Coach, it was a pleasure.
Go Bears.